to articulate the expectations, learning intentions when planning it, then this is sincerely the best basis for the reporting. There's no point running around at the end of the year going, oh, did somebody teach something out of personal and social capability? Will somebody just put together a report and we'll just tell them that they're at the standard we expected? If you've done good quality curriculum planning, that shouldn't happen. You should be clear about who was teaching it, how it was being taught, what was expected. And by the way, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to be at the expected level at that time. And the example I used earlier was that if I'm teaching everything and a huge focus on history in semester 1 in year 7, I'm going to report these kids may have reached the level 8 standard because that's what we're aiming for. That was the expectation. Absolutely. And don't be afraid to do that. You're making those judgments, you're helping the kids reach those expectations, and that's what you should be explaining to them, and that's what you should be explaining to the parents. If you don't call it a level 8 standard, and if you say to the parents, your child reached the expected standard, this is what we wanted them to do, this is what they've done, doesn't matter if it says 8, 10, it doesn't matter. So I really want to sort of break some of that thinking about, oh, we can only give them a 7 if we did it in level 7. Well, no, you can't. You can give them 10, or you can give them 2. Explain why that's where on the continuum, not whether it was at the expected. Does that mean anything to parents? Does a parent understand what level 8 in maths means? Possibly not. So what does it mean to them? I can explain that in another way. All right, that's my high horse about that. I'll move on. What is required? Absolutely, I've got 3 minutes. Let's move it. You do absolutely have to report against English, maths and science every year. English and maths every semester, science every year. And what's different about what you must report to them is the age-related expected level of achievement. Reason for doing that is because parents do actually expect to know that, and we have enough quality research and evidence to be absolutely clear about that, and we give you standards in English and maths for every level, and you should be able to do it. Does it have to be graphically represented with a coloured line and a big headlight saying, warning, they're at the level or not at the level? No. How you represent it is another matter. You do need to show their progress and explain their progress against the expected level in those 3 areas only. Very quick whirlwind tour of this, 2 minutes. These are the areas that we think are absolutely essential in foundation to year 2. They're English, maths, health and PE, the arts, and personal and social capability. That's why we gave you a standard at F in all of those. We see these as essential in those early years. They are the areas that you need to give significant attention to. Therefore, the reports will demonstrate that as well. Question is, how do you report science? Is it taught in prep in year 1 and 2? Exactly the same way as you report anything else if you've taught it earlier. You will actually have set the expectations when you are doing the curriculum planning, and you will indicate where you think they are on the continuum. It's the same logic that you apply when you're going to be saying, I'm teaching something in year 7 or in year 2, year 3, but the standard is a level 4 standard. Same policy applies. And by the way, I do think most people do teach science in years 1 and 2 and prep, and you should give credit. If you've taught it, give credit for it. Here's the very long shopping list, and I've got a minute to go. This is what's expected as we move into this. And in 2-year bands, you do not have to see these reported in every year on every semester. It should totally represent how your teaching and learning program looks. Possible questions, do I have to report for each curriculum area? Yes. Do you have to report every year? No. Do you have to report the capabilities? Absolutely. They're part of the mandated curriculum. you have content, you have achievement standards. Yes, you do need to report it. Does it have to be a separate report? I don't know which way you want to structure your reports. You might structure your reports around the integrated unit that you offered, and it covered off critical and creative thinking, some science and some geography. Do you now produce 3 reports for parents to do that? If the answer is yes, and you want to keep doing that, do that. If not, be clear about what they've achieved in the curriculum areas in an integrated unit. Be upfront, be clear about that. How do I have to show progress? As I said earlier, completely up to you. We've had the shade, we've had the dot, we've had the hollow dot, we've had the dotted line, we've had the coloured band. We are saying to you it's in your hands. Do I have to break the data as we transition to the Victorian curriculum? Yes and no. That's a simple answer, isn't it? Clear as mud, with now a minute overtime. If you when you transition in maths and English, you do not need to worry about. The standards are similar enough that you will keep going with the continuum. For everything else, when you transition off Ausvels and into the Victorian curriculum, you need to be clear that you're not comparing apples with apples any longer. New standards, new content. Explain that to the parents. You've done it before. It happened when we introduced Ausvels. It wasn't that big and difficult to explain. You need to follow the same advice again. Do I have to use a commercial software package? Well, no, you don't. If you want to, yes, go right ahead. There's lots out there. We've briefed them. We keep giving them information and supporting them to be able to give you the most accurate information in your reporting package. Be forceful about what you want the software package to give you and ask them to do it. They do not have to keep charging you for everything because there's lots of schools asking for the same thing. It's a need in negotiation in a commercial partnership here, and you completely have the choice in your hands about what to do with it. Boy, I'm really failing tonight. This is where to find stuff. We'll send you the PowerPoint. You'll be able to locate it. You're going to find different advice for different things on different websites. Absolutely. Follow this as a guide. Please contact us, send us an email, and there is a complete page of the curriculum managers that you can contact for specific advice about each curriculum area. I'm now 3 minutes overdue. I'm really sorry, very rushed. Hopefully it's helpful. Please make sure you send us any further questions, and really, I mean it, please share your examples. I can't create and share stuff if I don't have it to share. So good luck, and you know, it's going to be great. It is really great. It's a great opportunity.